So I just wanted to do a video of the trade that I just took, which is obviously a loser, as you can see from here. And I wanted to do it as soon as price has closed me out, just to show what happened, why I was in the trade, and what I was looking for. So obviously you can see here we had the I had it on my list of trades to watch for the week. Why did I have it on there? Well, as you can see from this, as you can see from here, the weekly chart, this is what I was looking at. Okay, so we had this weekly FEG, price closed back below the previous week's high. So I was expecting price to obviously be respecting this FEG and continue to the downside. External range here, and then this low here to target as well. Daily, um, not really that clean at all, really. No real bias based on the daily, but when we came on to the 1 hour during London this morning, as you can see from this part here, obviously we had this high taken, price ran lower, okay? So it created a 1 hour FEG off of this candle, but we was in. So we'll show you why I got into the trade. So obviously we swept that high there, closed back below. Then the 2 a.m. candle was looking for an entry. When we come over to here, you can see at 2 a.m., which was from this candle here, okay? So from this piece of this price action here, you could have got in here if you got tagged. I very much doubt it. There was no market structure shift yet anyways. Your market structure shift would have been this level here, which you can see happened at 235, and price didn't create any move back into any FEG until the 3 a.m. candle, which is where I got in. This candle here is the wick that I got in on the 15-minute chart, and it didn't tag in on here, but it tagged in on my brokers, 2 different accounts as well. So um, it did tag into that FEG. Okay, so as you can see, obviously price reacted, came back, consolidated into this little patch of consolidation, which it did near enough for an hour. Okay, so my expectation was going into the 4 a.m., which you can see did happen. We wicked up into this 15-minute FEG again, which was here, perfect, closed back below on the 15-minute. I then expected this 415 candle and then the 430 and 445 candle to do what it did, but go lower. I don't really understand why it went higher, other than the fact that the market just isn't really moving in sync with most of the stuff that I'm seeing at the moment. Like I said, this candle here did exactly what I wanted it to. It made the move higher. Then this candle was expected to go lower and then continue lower, continue lower. This is what I wanted to see. As I said, the way that I trade, that would have happened 9 times out of 10. Well, not 9. It would have happened probably 6 to 7 times out of 10. It would do what I expected to do. Unfortunately for us at the moment, price doesn't seem to be doing much in the way of actually giving us moves in the direction that we're looking for. Now, maybe we're just a little bit early on this trade because it's a Monday. It's also a bank holiday. Both these pairs, it's not bank holiday for, so price shouldn't really be too interrupted by that. And to be honest, at 4 a.m., once we rejected this area here and was floating probably not 1%, but just below 1% in profit, I expected price to really gain some speed to the downside. Obviously, this hasn't happened and prices ran up. It's took this swing point out. And whatever it does now, it's going to do. It doesn't really matter because we're out of the trade. But yeah, it's not really ideal. I mean, again, if you don't take this 1 hour FEG off, which again, price could have respected, it was overlapping that 15-minute, overlapping the 30-minute chart. We did have, which is where my original bias was looking, and I did send into the Discord too, this 1 hour FEG. Now, this is where you see the reaction where price closed below, swept and closed below. Again, consequent encroachment, 50% of the range. Looked really, really clean to go to the downside. So I'm not really sure what this 4 a.m. candle was doing, other than just completely taking everybody out of the market. Now, you do get these times in price action where price just absolutely obliterates everyone. As you can see, this candle starting to come back lower. If it does invert this 15-minute FEG again, then probably we'll continue lower and we've missed the trade just because we got taken out. Now, we could have put our stops above this swing point. Didn't really need to see any reason for it to go back up here, to be honest. And other than it sweeping now, if it did close above, I probably wouldn't expect it to come back. So this was a good stop. In my ideal world, this wouldn't have been anywhere near touched. It would have respected the 15-minute FVG. There was also a 30-minute FVG. Do you know what I mean? So there was no reason for price to go up there. We also did 1 hour FVG. Price had no reason to go higher. But it did, and it's happened. So unfortunately, it's a -1. Whether or not price is going to come all the way back and absolutely obliterate to the downside now would be probably fitting for how the market's been recently. But nonetheless, we'll update depending on what happens. And yeah, we took a -1R today, unfortunately.